Are you using computers a lot more now?
Yes. Yeah, I use it extensively. In fact, I put this book together on the computer, which was really useful to be able to kind of lay out the pages myself, scan my own drawings and import them from hard drives and kind of work it all together. So it was very helpful in publishing, but it's absolutely vital in working in the visual effects side of the film industry to be able to be talking roughly the same kind of language as the people actually putting the shots together. It was quite an adjustment going from working within the art department where we were every day we were talking to greens people actually building trees and building buildings and the sculptures and the carvers, and you know that's a kind of very easy language to use, but then to go and to be talking to people who spend all their days in the dark and staring at these computers. I worked on very, very complex programs, and it just didn't seem adequate really to go on supplying them with drawings. So also because so much of the material that we were using was actually on film. I'd actually be able to take the finished shots, the blue screen shots, and then put in photographs that would be used in the background. It was just
sounds like it was a real doubling for you.
It was, but I was kind of thrown in the deep end at every stage really, but I enjoyed it. Just such an exciting process.
And also seeing, your own conceptions actually, treating reality as well.
Yeah, but the main thing was being able to kind of follow through, being able to sort of, because I was there for the whole period, to be able to follow through from the very earliest kind of broad ideas. Right through to kind of working on the final shots. Yeah, to be able to go onto the sets, to walk into the Golden Hall and Orthanc and Rivendell. I just loved it. It was wonderful. Hi.
Excuse me while I ramble for a second. I find it incredible the way that you created Minas Tirith almost the opposite way that you would architecturally, in that you started off with perspectives and then worked back to a plan. In my profession, you normally start off with a plan, build up elevations, then perspectives from that.
But you must start off with a sketch of some kind, just some kind of very, very loose sort of thumbnail or
I suppose, well, a lot of architects unfortunately don't have the freedom nowadays where they can do that. It's only sort of,
start off with
your people like Richard Rogers and that, who get the really high profile jobs where they're building on the complete, they're given the architectural freedom.
So start off with a specification or something.
Yeah. But
work
yet it has an architectural cohesiveness that, and a buildability that when I look at it, I think, yes, those things could be built. They, my knowledge of sort of medieval construction and, that type of thing, they still look like they are, they existed.
Yeah, well,
where did you get your knowledge of building construction and that?
Well, I think having been a working illustrator for about 35 years, constantly having to go back into the past and do research, and I've done a lot of historical novels, romances, bodice rippers, as well as fantasy and so on. And I love old buildings. I'm just, every time I go to a city that's kind of older than a couple hundred years, I'm just entranced by the architecture. So I draw a lot from buildings and from life, from nature, and take a lot of photographs whenever I go anywhere. And as a child, I just loved castles. I would not only kind of explore any castle that I could find, but I would build them out of see it. And in particular the way that you kind of see the various ages kind of superimposed on
the evolution of a building.
Yeah, so you see one building growing out of the ruins of another, and I just find that really exciting.
I was amazed at the detail. We saw the exhibition that came round, and just the detail of the costumes, and the sort of bits that you'd never ever see on film.
I know. I think we were kind of trying to outdo each other.
Yeah, everybody seems to go
to get the detail in. So.
But it's just, just reflected the enthusiasm of the whole project, and I mean, obviously.
Yeah. So one of the things about film actually does really expose fine details, close-ups like textures of silks and embroidery and so on. We were just talking about embroidery earlier on, but seen at that size on the screen in close-up, you really have to very, very fine materials. And the wardrobe department took a great lengths to actually create and to source these materials, because there's very little in New Zealand. There are no costume supplies to so they actually had to go on trips to the Far East to find these quite kind of exotic materials to build. And also the fact that so much of it had to be made at 2 scales. So you've got those elven clothes, for example, which we see very often in 2 scales, and you can't just make it out of the same material, because it's going to be obvious that we, on the large scale, clothes can be much, much finer than on the small scale. So getting those things to work just adds another dimension to the whole process. And also the actual kind of wearing down of the clothing as well is an important part. So they'll be able to take these clothes, which at certain parts in the story they'll be in a different state of disrepair and splattered with different types of colour. So everything had to be kind of very, very carefully worked out. So cheese graters. Very useful.
A little bit of nitpicking. It's about some of the concept drawings for the hobbits.
Yeah.
I should say I love the film and I love the design work and the pictures you brought to us, but I've always felt their feet should have been hairier. Is there some sort of debate on this in the film?
Well, Tolkien did say their feet are covered with thick, curly hair like the hair on their head. In the end, it was sort of, it literally just kind of had these feet kind of full of hair, and they were just kind of snipping it away and plucking it to a point where it kind of looked reasonable. And also like the size of the ears, they just went through all different kinds of variations, and it really is just a judgment on just how far you can push something before it starts to look fake. So yeah, I kind of felt like I got it about right, but it doesn't actually, you're right, it doesn't actually quite match Tolkien's description, but then there's a lot of things that Tolkien describes that doesn't match. Like, for example, in The Hobbit he describes Gandalf's eyebrows as projecting further from the brim of his head. And if you take that literally, you create something that you can't actually look at without losing. So you have to make those kind of fine judgments all the time.
What happened to all the models that you built in New Zealand when the film work was over? All the big models that you created?
Well, the miniatures have all been saved. All miniatures which are kind of like fine, like Minas Tirith and Shibold, a lot of fine craftsmanship. They're all in storage. Other stuff gets recycled. I mean, a lot of miniatures which are just cliffs, just kind of cast bits of rubber rock which are kind of stitched together from various different shots. And they've probably been used in King Kong and other those.
But the Golden Hall, for example.
Golden Hall?
Yeah, the bigger structures that you build in
the sets.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, the more detailed parts of them, the carved parts and the heavy kind of decorated parts are saved and put into storage. But the sets themselves don't really survive being taken down. The walls, they just kind of break up in the actual act of taking them down. But those parts are actually quite easy to reassemble, and the texture and paint. The bits that actually have more detail in them are saved. So if The Hobbit ever happens as a film, they'll be able to kind of reassemble this Rivendell over.
How did you, there was a lot of thought obviously given to the different cultures.
Yeah.
And how, and almost a whole history, well, I mean, it definitely was in Lord of the Rings book anyway, but I mean, how you actually moved up what groups you could play.
Well, I think you have a kind of, just from reading, you have a kind of a ballpark. I think with Rohan, I think everyone who reads it has roughly a picture of this kind of Anglo-Saxon society, the difference in heavy forces, of course, but so that kind of helmet and that kind of cloak and that kind of spear and kind of comes to mind, but the actual details, they just kind of get worked through, and one person comes up with an idea, everyone gets enthusiastic about it. It's almost like a consensus thing, but mainly it was Peter looking at what we see and reacting to it. But that was the Rohan thing was fairly straightforward. And Gondor, that wasn't too difficult either, because you're looking at a more classical society and more organised, and they'll be more into kind of fully armoured in that look. But the decorative details and so on, there is a lot of crossover between all this. It kind of feels as though it's in the same world, but different parts of the same world.
The fondest memory you bring back from all those other times?
I've got a lot of fond memories. I was out there for 6 years, and I just made so many friends, and had such a great time. I think professionally it might have been actually the 2 days that I spent in a helicopter just exploring the Southern Alps. And really I was kind of, that was the one time that I was actually in charge of the helicopter. Because normally I'd just be in the back kind of trying to get a view with Peter in the front, but because I was actually looking for specific locations, it gave me the opportunity to go by myself as the pilot, the photographer, and it was just a blast, just to be able to say, well, go up that valley there. It's just the ultimate kind of outdoor adventure trip, was this one.
Christopher Lee was obviously a very big fan of Lord of the Rings. Did you actually get to meet him at all and discuss any of the designs that you'd come up with?
Yes, I met all the actors, and Christopher Lee was a very nice person, very gentlemanly, and I think he talked quite a bit about certain certain things that he'd like to see happen in the films, thinking that I'd be able to kind of have more influence than him. So, but he was mistaken in that. But yeah, he was charming, as were all the actors. Just great. And he was obviously an expert on Lord of the Rings. He does read it every year.
Apart from that, what have you been doing since?
Well, I'm working on another book at the moment, which is a retelling of Ovid's Metamorphoses for younger readers. So it's kind of not related to Lord of the Rings at all, but there's a lot of fantasy in it. Basically, all those tales of transformation from classical mythology. And it's been written by Adrian Mitchell, and it's written for younger readers. So it's a large format picture book. And yeah, it's a great project. It's really lovely text. Enjoy it. Yeah, and there's a few other projects in the offing as well, but I'm happy to be back in the world of books. Yeah. You know, if another film project came up, I'd consider it, but it would need to be something pretty special to follow the Lord of the Rings. It'd be horrible to work for, well, not 6 years, but a couple of years on a project that turned out to be a complete dog, you know. And lots of people do, you know, they put so much creativity and thought into films that end up being dribble. And it's really heartbreaking, so I'm really glad that didn't happen. My experience.
So if you were asked to help out on a future project of The Hobbit, you'd be there like a shot?
Yeah, or if Peter was going to be doing it. Yeah, I think it will. I think it will happen at some point. I think there's a commercial imperative. It's kind of quite obvious that there'll be a big market for it. So I think it's likely to.
How did you find the Hollywood experience then?
I wrapped it up. A few experiences in Hollywood that I had. Just so surreal. Just suddenly stepping into this different world, because the Wellington of Hollywood, or Wellywood, is just very, very, very different. It's just very down to earth. And the people are very, there are no egos at all. It's just very, very, very friendly. Yeah, and then just kind of stepping into this little brief excursion into where you go to these parties, which you see, just looking around, you realise that Omar Sharif is sitting a couple of feet away from you, Michael Caine, and all these people just kind of around you. It's really quite bizarre. And going to the Oscars as well.
Oh, yeah.
This tall, beautiful figure gliding past, and it's Nicole Kidman, like a goddess. Just all these, so yeah, you just kind of sitting there, just kind of drinking all in really. It does feel quite bizarre. But also totally, yeah, just totally enjoyable.
Any more questions? Nobody? Yes, that's right. Okay, so we stand silent. Well, I I'm the only committee member here, so I think on behalf of the Armadacon committee.
Big thank you to Emily, and could I also mention that hourly as treasurer is something I don't do very often. I went up to Alan and said, how much money would you like for your expenses? And he said, no,